Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and for everyone who's new here, hi, my name's Lara and I'm glad you found me. First of all, hey, I'm back. I hope you didn't miss me too much. I mean, who am I kidding? Okay, getting serious now. Today we are going to film the color by number tag from the lovely Lauren Loves Color. I got tagged in her new video. As far as I understood it, it's the first tag that she launched herself, and I'm gladly going to take up her offer and show you my top 10 of color by number books. Let me tell you, I was constantly switching out my books because I wasn't sure if that's really something that stood over another book, and I think I'm not a 100% on this, but I think this is the best I can do, really, because there are so many books that I really love from so many so talented publishers, and I had to put my foot down and say, okay, enough constant switching. This is my top 10. I'm done with that. So, I would like to start. Another disclaimer. I don't have a particular order in the sense of this is the best book, this is the second best book. I really love all my color by number books, even though I'm not working nearly enough in most of them. But in general, I really love everything I got for myself, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. So this is no particular order for the books themselves. So, the first book we are starting with, and you see this quite a bit on my channel, is Mandala Mosaics, Color by Number by Kira Shirsneva. So, this is a book I really love. I love the format, first of all, and the pictures are just so gorgeous when they're done. And I really hope that somewhere down the line, even though she focuses more on the color by color series at the moment, that stuff like this is hitting her Amazon shop again, because I just love this book, and I will be so sad when this is finished. The first two pictures you can see I did with normal felt tip pens. But I fairly quickly switched to alcohol markers just because, I mean, it looks so much better. The paper doesn't wave with alcohol markers, and it's just so gorgeous. Of course, you have a little bit of a harder time not hitting the white spaces in between, but many people color them with gel pens, or I have a white gel pen and try to fix where my alcohol markers bled into, so that it looks as clean as possible. So I started this book, I already said that in another video. I accidentally started it from the back because I thought that this color palette wouldn't exist on the whole book, which obviously it does. So I worked all over the place in that sense, and I just love the pictures. There are so many different colors used in the pictures themselves, so there's not really much repetition in the pictures, and everything looks just gorgeous when it's done. Even something like you wouldn't even put together, like browns and tans with a very dark blue, but still it looks so cool when it's done. And I just love this repetitive geometric stuff. It just is so cool. Love it. Okay, that was the first book. The second one, and I hope it gets into the picture at least halfway decent. Colortronic. I have the, I think, Spanish edition of it. Same thing as with my big Mandala book, the pictures don't change, and if I can get 1 or 2 euros off of the price from the English version or German version, I gladly pick a version of a language I can't speak, because hey, we all like to save money. And this is basically a very, very big color by number book with perforated single-sided pages, and it focuses on animals and things in this book, and there's one with only animals, and they have all kinds of crazy colors, so nothing realistic, and it just looks so cool. The pictures themselves are very, very big, but they are so gorgeous when they're done. Like, for example, a pastel Tutankhamun. It's so cool. I really love it. These are just colors that you would never pick for a picture like this yourself. And everything has a own color palette. There's no color palette for the whole book, so it changes from picture to picture. But just look at those. These are so, so gorgeous when they're done. And as you can see, some are with a big black background, some are just partial pictures, and there's something for everyone, in my opinion. Just very, very beautiful pictures. This is one of my favorites in this book. And I think I have... Do I have one or two more back here? Yes, my toucan. Yeah, that was it. And of course, you get the finished pictures in the back, so that you can see the contents of the book. These are really old books too, I think. They already got a few years on them. Not only in my collection, but in general, they are out for a long time right now. And the publisher, let me look real quick up if I can find it. I have it feels like I have the name on my tongue, but I want to look if I can find it real quick. Right, Lauren Farnsworth. It was somewhere there. It was Lauren Farnsworth. That's the publisher. Okay, book number 3. Belba Family's 3-color series, and you can really put any of their 3 books. It will be travel, or like I have the animals and birds, or the first book they got, I think it was celebrities. And basically this is one of their 3x3mm pixel books, but with a little twist. You can choose your own colors in this book. So you have the 1 for the light colors, the 2 for the medium colors, and the 3 for the dark colors. So you can choose your own color scheme for the page, and as far as I can tell, when you can see what the picture is going to be, you of course have a good time picking colors that you think match the best with that animal. And I just think these pictures turn out so cool. And yeah, like I said, this is something that I really like with Belba Family, these creative ideas. It reminded me a lot of the big circle books like the Kittens book and the Icons book, where you can choose the colors on your own and go from dark to light to reveal a big picture that is made only from circles. And this is the same, I'd say, the same idea behind that. And in this case, you color animals, of course. So a really, really cool book of them too. I can really recommend this series, so you get a little bit of creativity yourself. It's not a color by number book in particular, because you can choose your own colors, but you still have to follow the rules of where to put your darks, your middles, and your lights. So this is very cool too. Book number 4, Color by Colors Tetris. I printed this book as a PDF at first from Kira Shisneva's website, but I was like, this book has premium paper, I love the pictures in that book, so I'm gonna bite the bullet and buy it. And I don't regret it at all. So I did a few pictures already on my own from the printed version. That's why I don't have like a massive amount of pictures done in here. And this is one of the books where I really regret not working in more. But here's an example of a finished page. And it just looks so cool when it's done. I really like her newer books, the Blocks book, for example. I think this is a very cool book too, but especially this Tetris forms, just, I don't know, they were so cool to me, and I really like this book. I really like the game Tetris itself too, so I was like, this is literally perfect. Let me look, I think, yeah, I got one more finish in here. A little lamb. And like I said, it's that premium paper this book is printed on, so very beautiful. The fifth book is a Sachin Sachdeva book. This is Mosaic Art patterns. I think you begin to see something here, a little pattern of me. I really like pixel art stuff. I like pattern stuff, mandalas, all in that geometric regards. And to combine patterns with pixel art is something that I really wanted to try out. And this was my first book of Sachin Sachdeva, and I just love it. So this is one of the pages that I did, and this was the first book where I tried out the X method. I had a few pixel books from Disney before, but this was really the first book where I started using the X method, and I'm doing it ever since. Of course, I'm coloring stuff in completely still, or tried the dot method, but the X method really is my favorite method, definitely. So as you can see, very cool patterns with many different themes, and the pictures turn out so cool. Further down the line, I should have a body color, right? This is what I did with Caitlin from Disney Colors. Already posted that on Instagram. Go give her a follow if you like coloring. She does cool stuff too. So this is book number 5, and I have all of the Mosaic series besides the vintage cars. Other than that, I have all 3x3mm books by Sachin, and I love them all. But this is really my favorite of his Mosaic Art books. Number 6, a beautiful stained glass book, Stained Glass Color by Number Flowers by Kirish's Neva 2, and stained glass. This was the book that really let me fall in love with stained glass pictures, and I absolutely love this book. And there's a special thing about books like this. I really love them because the spaces are so tiny. So if you color this with an alcohol marker, you're practically guaranteed a picture that just looks printed. Like, if you look at this, there's nothing streaky or anything, and it just looks like you just printed that page. And this is something I absolutely love with alcohol markers and coloring books themselves in general. When there's no streak at all in a picture, it just looks so good, and this is so satisfying for me. So this is one of my absolute favorites with this trade alone. And the pictures in here are so beautiful. Like, for example, this one, it just bursts out with that color. It's I think if this is one of the books where I really consider buying another copy when I finished it, just because every time I do a picture in here, I just enjoy my time so much. And I am coloring less in it than I would want to, just so that the experience is there for longer. This is my absolute favorite picture out of this book so far. It just looks so good. This is just so beautiful. And as you can see, there are pictures horizontally and or in portrait mode, and if you're further down in the book, it is split in half. You get the landscape pictures. Some with tinier spaces, some a little bit more rounded with bigger spaces, and beautiful. But I love these pictures, like these little tiles. This is so relaxing to me when I color it. So that's the 6th book already. Book number 7 goes along the lines of the flower book, and it is World of Mice by Sun Life Drawing. Another stained glass color by number book, and even though I really like the mermaids book, don't have it yet, this is really the one that I would favor more, even if I would have the other one, because I really like the pictures in here. So you have all these little mice going into different scenes over the whole book. And this is really, really beautiful. Again, the same thing as with the flowers book. The tiny little spaces just make the picture look like it was printed in color, and I just love that. And the fact why I like this book more from the imagery, this is something that is like that in real life with me too. Every time I see something that's bigger than its normal size or way tinier than its normal size. For example, if you would give me a way too big toothbrush or a way too small garbage bin for like paper stuff on my desk, this is so cute if you miniaturize or maximize just the sheer thing itself. It's just so cool to me, and this goes right along those lines, like the mice standing on the cereal bowl because they are so little, and the imagery is just so cute because of that, in my opinion. And the pictures themselves, they look so good when they're done. There's so much color, and it looks so cool. Sun Life Drawing exactly knows how to utilize this stained glass look so that it really looks like a broken up picture, just for the matter of the outcome itself, and it's just so cute. And you got a portrait as well as landscape pictures in here too, and this is one I try to save up because this is my absolute favorite page, so I'm trying to hold on to it as long as I can. This is just such a cool book. And Sun Life Drawing, it was one of the first companies that I knew coloring book-wise, other than the books that you can get in a bookstore with us. So they are not that expensive. They make such cool books, so just look around with them. They have many one-color books or choose your own color books. These are some of my favorite types of books too, but this is a color by number tag. If we would have a one-color coloring tag, I would have to at least get out half of my bookshelf. So the 8th book is another Sachin Sachdeva, 50 Diamond Mandalas color by number. Let me tell you, I got my first color by number mandala book by Jade Summer. It's one of the first videos on my channel where I show that book too, and I love mandalas, and lately I fell in love with them again and just bought mandala book over mandala book over mandala book. And this is exactly right up my alley. A color by number book with mandalas. Oh baby, I'm in. So did the title page right here, even though the white faded over time and my little cute diamonds right here, but the glitter is still there with the red. And these are just a goddamn bomb of color. These are all so colorful if you do them, and I just love them. I even did a little mistake here and colored these two in the wrong order, or more like I colored this in the wrong order and tried to fix it with just making my mistake symmetrical, at least a little bit. And yeah, like I said, these are so beautiful, and this book also lends to using like glitter and metallic stuff so well, because of the fact that you of course making diamonds in these mandalas, and who doesn't like a shiny diamond? If you would like do embellishments with stickles or anything, you can, I hope you can see that here. I did this outer ring in metallic and these little ornaments, as well as the blue pearls. So this book, especially this book, lends to embellishments so good. But even the simply colored pictures themselves, they look so beautiful when they are done. Did a little bit of metallic here to emulate a ruby. So just a big yes from me for that book. And the lines are very thick, so you don't have to worry about going over the lines very much. These types of mandalas are very forgiving due to the fact that the outlines are so thick, so perfect for alcohol markers. And this is why I love this book so much. And 50 of them for only like 6 or 7 euros. I mean, hours of fun for that money. Beautiful book. Just a big recommend from me. Book number 9 is something a little bit newer. The Mosaic Color by Number 80+ Adorable Animals. I am pretty honest with you. At the current state of the cartoon characters book from Bright Ideas Paper Publishing, I still have to pass, but if they relaunch it, I'd say in the form of that book, like that book is, with a completed color palette on the back, and with the amount of pictures, and maybe, for example, Lisa found some pictures that had one or the other mistake in it, and if they work over that book again, I will definitely buy that too. But for now, this is a big collection of just give me colors and let me go to town with that book. I just love it, and I worked so much in it when I got it. And this is, like the name already says, a Mosaic Color by Number book with all kinds of difficulties, I'd say. You have very small squares, and you have very big squares like this, so there's something for everyone in this, from the pictures themselves up to the difficulty. So I utilized the dot method in this book the first time, and I think it turned out pretty good. And I'm coloring in here with full squares even, because with bigger squares this is totally possible with alcohol markers without looking like a bloody mess. And of course the X method still stays my favorite. Another dot picture. I really love these books. Like I said, the cartoon characters one is something that I would love to do too, but in the current state, I don't think that I would be happy with that book as it is as of right now. We got a little bumblebee and a phoenix, or at least I think it's a phoenix. And the Sly Fox from Zootopia, and as you can see, like, you can work with alcohol markers in here very good. There isn't any problem, for me at least. I mean, you can still choose to color this however you want. And if we are looking a little bit more in the back, let me try to find one like this one. This could maybe be a 3 by 3 millimeter, but there are pictures where I was like, this is definitely tinier than 3 by 3 millimeters. Let me look for one real quick, like here, the fish. I didn't measure it, but I'm pretty sure this is tinier than 3 by 3. And I think if you got a good set of fine liners, especially people like Lisa's Coloring Corner, this is just a book for people like us who like to utilize the X method in books like that. And the pictures in here are just beautiful. So you saw some that I did, and these are not only full pictures, like partial pictures too. And like I said, you are bound to find something in here that you like. And we are down to our last book. And this book is more of a symbolic thing, because depending on what you like the most, this might not be the right issue for you. But we are talking about the Le Grand Classique series from Hatchet Heroes, the Disney pictures. I know these books are goddamn expensive for you Americans. I am in the fortunate state that Germany itself has these books like readily available over Amazon. And even if we would, or I would buy them in France, it would be not that far of a shipping thing. Nothing with taxes because it's still Europe. So I am very glad that Germany has these, Amazon Germany has these readily available for us. So there's not a very big problem for me getting those books. And like I said, this is just a symbolic book for all the issues we got with these books, because there are so many characters and movies displayed here that when you're a Disney fan, you will find something. But I am pretty honest with you here. I like the books up to the 4th issue. I think it was the 4th issue. After that, pictures got pretty dark, partially lost their black outlines that I love so much in these books. And like I said, it's just beautiful to work in them. And there are so many movies displayed in these little sceneries, so you are bound to find something that you like. I did quite a few in here so far. These are very old colorings of me, at least 2.5 years old by now. And I'm still not finished with one of these. I have 3. The first one, the 3rd one, and the 4th one. I'm still missing the 2nd one, even though I wanted to buy this for a long time right now. And it just looks so cool when they are done. Especially because you don't really see that much. And yeah, this is a finished picture from this month. It was a whip. I'm currently working on some whips, getting some of them done. And like I said, it just looks so cool, uncolored. Even cooler when it's colored. This is one that took me ages, and it's so sad. I did them with Prisma, and you already can see a wax bloom. Should have chosen other pens for that, but hey, still a beautiful picture. I mean, who doesn't like Mambi? And like I said, there are 100 pictures in every book, so there's something for everyone as long as you like Disney. They even got some special ones, like only princesses, as far as I know, or characters themselves, so there's something for everyone, I'm sure. This is a beautiful picture too. I think I got that finished. What was it? 37. this way around. Yes. Just beautiful. And good that this book is the last one, because I of course want to do the bonus challenge too, and the bonus is in this book for me, because my favorite picture that I've done of all time so far is this one. This is my absolute favorite movie when it comes to Disney. The Lion King is just one of the biggest nostalgia things for me. And as soon as I got this book, as well as the Scar picture in here, I did the 2 Lion King pictures right away. It's just my absolute favorite movie of all time. So, of course, this color by number page just feels like home to me, feels like childhood in its purest way to me. I just love it. And this is why I got the 2nd issue, because there's a picture of Kovu, and this is my absolute favorite character when it comes to Lion King and Disney. So you can guess which picture I'm coloring first in that book when I come around to it. But I swore to myself, I am going to finish this book before I even touch another issue. So, let me get the rest. This was the video of my 10 favorite color by number books. I am very sorry if there was something where you would have said, no, this is definitely not better than this or this book, for example. Let me tell you, like I said, I was roaming around in my bookshelf and was like, is that really better than the other one? Or is that really better than that book? It's just so hard to choose your favorites, especially when you bought them all because you wanted them. And in my opinion, every color by number book is beautiful in its own way, like we are as humans. So if you have a favorite book and don't want to film your own video, you can leave down in the comments the book that you would say I should check out if I don't have it, or that you absolutely love to color in when it's a color by number book. And other than that, I am making sure that I'm tagging a few people down in the comments, and also put up an Instagram post tagging them there again. I'm always not so sure which persons I should tag when I'm doing the videos themselves. Even when I think about it beforehand, it's always so hard for me to tag people. But if I don't tag you, like Lauren already said, feel free to do that tag anyway. I think the whole coloring community that is into color by number books just love to see them, maybe get an inspiration for one or the other book they don't have to that moment. So feel free to do that tag anyway, even though you didn't get tagged by any of us. So thank you once again so much for Lauren for this beautiful coloring tag. I had much fun, even though it was a very hard decision in one or the other place that I had to make. And like I said, just thank you for this tag. It's a very cool one, and I'm very surprised that no one of us thought of a tag like this so far. And of course, thank you all so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. The weekend is near. At least if you're seeing this video right away, maybe you are even already in your weekend and watching it there. So thank you there once again. And as I always say, stay safe, stay healthy, and have the best day you could ever have.